The elderly man, in his twilight years, found his health declining with the passage of time. Since the onset of winter in 2002, his condition worsened, his appetite dwindled, and he couldn't even tolerate alcohol anymore. He was unable to work in the fields at home, especially suffering from severe pain in his waist and legs, despite medication and injections. By 2003, during the busy spring season, his grandchildren went to school. His son and daughter-in-law worked in the fields, and his wife had passed away early, leaving him with no one to talk to. His illness caused him unbearable suffering, compounded by loneliness. He felt so overwhelmed that death seemed preferable. One day, feeling suffocated at home, he hobbled out with a cane for a walk. Finally reaching the street corner, he noticed a flyer about Falun Dafa on an electric pole. Just as he got interested, an elder from the village, Old Jin, flung cow dung at the flyer. The elderly man erupted, "Even if you don't want to read it, others might." Old Jin muttered some curses and insults. The elderly man retorted, "Whether you believe in Buddha or not, I advise you not to curse Buddha. When retribution comes, it will be too late." Old Jin walked away grumbling. Carefully removing the dung, the elderly man continued reading. He read Falun Dafa is good and truthfulness, compassion, forbearance is good several times. Surprisingly, he felt relief in his waist and legs as he left, thinking, this practice is truly miraculous. Since then, whenever he remembered, the elderly man respectfully recited Falun Dafa is good and truthfulness, compassion, forbearance is good with joined palms. Unexpectedly, as time passed, his appetite improved. His waist and legs no longer hurt, he became more energetic, and could even do light chores. One day, while leading a donkey to get its hooves trimmed, the blacksmith accidentally hit it too hard. The startled donkey leaped, knocking the elderly man down and stepping on him. Onlookers were anxious, fearing the old man might be seriously injured. However, he got up from the ground, insisting he wasn't hurt. He told the people around him that he had been practicing Falun Dafa and was protected by his master.
At the moment of the car accident, on a day in late 2004, I was getting ready to go out. It had rained and snowed the night before, making the road slippery. Despite my family's objections to going out in such weather, I boarded a long-distance bus. Upon getting on the bus, I noticed an empty seat next to the driver and took it. As the driver drove, he kept complaining about the terrible weather. I struck up a conversation with him and talked about the true principles of Falun Dafa. He chuckled and remarked that he didn't know who to listen to anymore, pointing to an image of Amitabha Buddha hanging in his vehicle. After about an hour of driving, suddenly, an accident occurred. At a bend on the highway, our car collided with a guardrail, causing it to break. The car slid forward uncontrollably, terrifying the driver, who panicked and exclaimed, "It's over! It's over!" Chaos ensued inside the car, and I was startled. Suddenly, it seemed as though I saw the image of Master's law body flashing before me. I told the driver, quickly, "Shout Falun Dafa is good." I kept shouting for Master to come and save us. Miraculously, the car came to a stop amidst our shouts. It felt as though time had frozen in that moment. I had been practicing before the persecution began, and this was the first time I was personally struck by the miraculous power of Dafa. Tears streaming down my face, I asked the driver, who saved us in the end. He excitedly exclaimed, "It must have been Master Li. Thank you, Master Li."